Ready to pass the CPA exam faster? Visit cpapass.ai. Today, AICPA Code of Conduct. The Principles versus Rules Trap on AUD. Many CPA candidates fail ethics questions on the AUD exam because they fall into a classic trap, confusing aspirational principles with enforceable rules. The AICPA Code of Professional Conduct is divided into two distinct levels, the high-level spirit of the law and the detailed letter of the law. Understanding this distinction is the fastest way to avoid traps on exam day. If you treat every ethical statement as a strictly enforceable mandate, you will miss easy points. Let's break down how the examiners test this structure so you can navigate these questions with absolute confidence. The code begins with 6 aspirational principles that outline a CPA's professional responsibilities. First, responsibilities require exercising sensitive moral judgments. Second, the public interest obligation means serving the collective well-being of the community. Third, integrity demands utmost honesty. Fourth, objectivity and independence require remaining free from conflicts of interest. Fifth, due care means observing technical standards and striving for continuous competence. Finally, the scope and nature of services principle ensures all offered services align with the code. These 6 principles represent the ideal behavior CPAs must strive for, establishing the ethical foundation of our entire profession. To succeed on the AUD exam, you must distinguish between these aspirational principles and enforceable rules. Principles describe the ideal behavior CPAs should strive to achieve, but they are not directly enforceable. In contrast, the rules are explicit, mandatory standards. If you violate a rule, you face direct disciplinary action and penalties. On the exam, look for key verbs. If a question asks what a CPA should strive to do, look to the principles. If it asks what a CPA must do or face discipline, look to the rules. This simple distinction prevents easy mistakes. Independence is the most heavily tested rules-based topic. You must maintain independence of mind, which is your actual unbiased mental state, and independence in appearance, meaning a reasonable third party would conclude you look unbiased. Furthermore, independence rules extend to your family. Your immediate family, meaning your spouse, that's spousal equivalent and dependents, are held to the exact same strict standards as you. However, close relatives, like parents, siblings, and non-dependent children, have less restrictive rules. This distinction is a major exam trap. Do not confuse immediate family with close relatives when evaluating financial interests. Let's examine 2 highly tested enforceable rules, client records and contingent fees. First, withholding client-provided records because of unpaid fees is strictly prohibited. Doing so is classified as an act discreditable. You must return them upon request. Second, contingent fees are generally prohibited for attest services like audits, reviews, and examinations to preserve objectivity. However, a key exception exists. Contingent fees are permitted for non-attest services, such as representing a client in a private letter ruling or a tax audit. Memorize these specific rules and exceptions, as examiners love to test these boundaries. When practicing on cpapass.ai, use this 4-step strategy. Step 1, identify if the question asks about an aspirational principle or an enforceable rule. Step 2, check for specific safe harbors, such as the 30-day disposal rule for unsolicited financial interests, like an unexpected inheritance. Step 3, watch out for family definitions. Never confuse immediate family with close relatives. Step 4, remember that confidentiality is not absolute. Exceptions include valid subpoenas and peer reviews. Master these distinctions, avoid the common traps, and you will secure every single ethics point on your AUD exam. Good luck with your preparation.